make their way down track. 149 for Jolie, 168 for Justin as he makes his way off the top end. Jerry DeBusk and Gary Mitchell. So we go from a couple of young guns to a couple of seasoned vets. Mitchell on the left-hand side, got the 77 Pinto. Beautiful race car. Love that hot rod in the left. Jerry DeBusk on the right. Jerry's got the Ford Probe. Jerry's is all Ford. Gary Mitchell, well, he, did a little crossbreeding out there. Got the big block Chevrolet shoehorned into that Ford Pinto engine compartment. 990 is the number we're looking for. Not a 933. 990. Mitchell goes 10.03 at 140 miles an hour. 984 to $168 for DeBusk. Jerry, by the way, a former U.S. Nationals champ. Picked up the big Wally at the Big Go. Mike Beavy and John Salter come rolling in next. John at the wheel of his Pontiac Grand Am. Big motor Chevrolet. 600 plus cubic inches there on the right-hand side. Beavy here on the left, another one of those roadster machines. Drive around in the open air. Able to look around, see where his opponent is. 9.909 for Beavy. That's our second 990. 986. John Salter at 177 miles per. Good 007 light for John. Got that James Bond thing going. There's Roger Warren and Billy Atkinson come rolling in next. Billy at the wheel of the Camaro. If you're paying along, paying attention, then you realize that Roger Warren would be at the wheel of the Corvette. Well, there's two drivers, two names, and two cars. Warren's been known to park that Corvette in the winner's circle before. Corvette cruises through 10.05 at 164, 10.03 at 162 for Billy. Again, stock eliminator, need you to lanes, please. Q2, stock eliminator. Need you to the staging lanes, please. Stockers, come on down. Alan Savage Corvette on the left. Austin Hickey on the right. Austin out of Ponchatoula. Got that early generation Corvette Roadster over there on the right-hand side. Out of all of the alliterations of Corvette Roadsters that we've had over the years, my personal fave is the early model 57 Corvette. Don't know why, just like them. Personal preference. 975 at $163 for Austin in his old Corvette. 970 at 159 for Savage. So he makes his way down track here on the left-hand side. As we continue on, looking for 990s, found a couple of them. Johnny Wright up on the left, Jerry Pollard up on the right. Pollard's Mustang, the 1965 edition. 512 cubic inches, a blue oval underneath the hood. John Wright out of Texas makes his way over from the Lone Star State. Big block underneath the hood of that 2001 Camaro bodied Entry. $980. 165, looking for 990s. John, you're just a skosh quick. 994 for Jerry Pollard. 151 miles an hour. Corvette Super, got the coupe on the right-hand side. Got Eddie McDowell's Roadster on the left. McDowell with a 972 lap at 170 miles an hour. 991 for the coupe there on the right-hand side at 154 miles an hour. Pretty good number down at the other end of the racetrack, popping up on the scoreboard. Ford Maverick comes rolling in next. Jesse Pollard, another Texas-based runner. How about the Chevette here on the left-hand side? Do you realize that we could have a Ford Pinto Chevy Chevette final round in Super Gas? We could. Whoa! That was a altitude checker pass there for Jerry Pollard. Stood her up. 986 at 144, 985 at 142 for the Chevette. Ford Pinto Chevy Chevette final round in Super Gas. Not exactly what General Motors or Ford Motor Company saw when they brought those cars into production back many years ago. But racers, a small, lightweight car, if we stuffed a really big engine in it, we could go really quick. And racers being racers. Bert Rowland and Mark DeBerry sitting and waiting patiently. A little cleanup going on there in aisle number 1. Looks like it should be just momentary. Not going to have to get out those yellow stanchions. It says caution wet floor. Yep. Mark DeBerry, another 65 Mustang. When's the last time you showed up at an event for Super Gas and you had 2 65 Mustang Coupes in Super Gas trim? I can personally tell you it's been a while. Bert Rowland, the runner out of Blanchard, Oklahoma. In what, if memory serves me correctly, that is an old Warren Johnson Pro Stock Oldsmobile. I could be mistaken. I've been known to have been wrong before. But I do believe a long, long time ago on the land far, far away, that was a Warren Johnson Pro Stock Oldsmobile. 989.8 at 164 for Verne. 971, 149 for DeBerry. Call me wacky, but I do believe. Of course, I've been called many things besides wacky, but we'll just let it go at that. Terry Pollard's Corvette comes rolling in, another one of the C5 editions, and young Cole Cummings. Third generation racer out of the Bayou Boys camp. Cole has established himself quite well. Not only a race driver, but a race promoter. Big block underneath the hood of that 66 Chevy Deuce. Turns it loose, goes 11 on the tree, runs 983 at 160 miles an hour, 984 for Terry Pollard. So he takes the Corvette through at 173 miles per. Van Arnold on the left-hand side. Van personally set his new top speed in his Corvette yesterday. Went cruising through it 178 miles an hour, 177 this time. Van's liking this good air. 982 for Van. Mark Beering over on the right-hand side. Well, let's just say that Mark's car was being a little temperamental on the starting line. Didn't want to hold still for him to be able to stage. Coy Collier, Steve Collier. Father, son. Dad left, son right. The Manpower Gang out of Benton, Louisiana. Stock Eliminator, need you lanes, please. Stockers, come on down. Stock Eliminator, Q2, needs you to the lanes, please. Steve left, Coy right, Collier's a pair, .002 red for Steve, 987 at 173, 1004 for Coy. At 174 miles an hour. Coy had the better light, Dad went red. Coy car goes faster, Dad's car goes quicker. Shannon Brinkley, the LaBerge Casino, Houston Cheap Fireworks. Shannon likes to take care of our super gas competitors. Cheap Fireworks, sponsor for the bonus money in the super gas category. Tip of the cap to Shannon for everything that he does. Perfect reaction time, then cruises through to 10:01 at 164 miles an hour. But 0, 0, 0 on the reaction times for the LaBerge Casino. Houston Cheap Fireworks Corvette, and a beautiful Corvette it is. And I do believe Shannon was the last of our 990 cars to go down track. Even got one of them rubber tippy things so you can use it on your. Sammy Pouchot. Letting everybody get a good look at the underbelly of that Camaro. 10 flat at 133 miles an hour. 99 under the index, 1078 for Tim Ames as he works the Mopar with the gearbox down track. Chip Touton, qualifying spot number 1. Gee, go figure. Told us last night he was going to take it to the top, and he did. Touton cruising through. Goes 10-14. 129 miles an hour, 125 under the index. Teuton says, you want some, come and get it. 1194 for Pat Courts as he takes it through. Yeah. Sammy Pizzolato and Billy Dyer making their way down track. 352. Factory stock K Mustang. Cruises through 1070 at 121, 1030. For Sammy at 129 miles an hour. Sammy's 95 under. Bill Dyer goes 119 under the index. The guys may be out to prove something here this weekend. Ronnie Charnes, number 4 qualifier, got the little V6 powered Malibu. And Sammy Lesko. Sammy over on the right-hand side. Back behind the wheel with his H-Stock automatic. Dodge Dakota there on the right-hand side. Little 360 combination. 1130. Down at the other end at 114. 1471 by Charnes. 73 mile an hour lap. I mean, not quite as strong under the index now as he was earlier, but he's up in that number 4 spot. And that's what counts. James Carter, Damian Acosta. Damian, second generation racer, got the 350 Nova. For the Gonzalez-based runner there on the right-hand side, Carter. Out of 40 Texas. Factory stock B, Copo on the left-hand side. Stock eliminator, if you're not in the lanes, you're late for Q2. 970 to 118 for Carter. 1111 to 95 miles an hour for Damian. He coasts across down at the other end of the racetrack. And Mr. Galbraith comes rolling in. Opened his 2019 race season with a win up in Columbus, Ohio. I'd love to do the same thing here in Melrose, Louisiana. Start 2020 off with the baller. Speedy Pete's little Chevy too. Left-hand side, 1199 at 108 miles an hour. Logan goes through 1203 at 99 miles an hour out of his Pontiac, and Wayne Larson slides right in behind with another in-stock automatic, Pontiac Le Mans. Benny Kimberly up, the L-Stock automatic, 273 cubic inch, early model Barracuda. Goes 12 flat at 110 miles an hour, 1218 at 109 for Larson. He cruises through down on the other end of the racetrack. Scott Gove, our runner out of Maine, comes rolling in next. That is a gorgeous. Love the deep candy apple paint on the right-hand side, that Camaro. Big block 396, J-Stock automatic entry for Kent Laporte. Kent got the front end tightened up, not quite the wheel stand we saw earlier. Hey, Super Street, need you lanes, please. 974 to 135, 95 under for Scott. Laporte goes through 80 under with an 1164 lap. 99 miles an hour. Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits, please. Super Street, need you lanes. Super Street. To the lanes, please. Come on down. Dale Huckquist and Sammy Laporte. Sammy on the right-hand side. We saw Young Laporte over here on the left. Sammy now on the right. Huckquist. The wheel of the Elite Glass and Trim. Camaro on the left, 1057 lap at 124. 98 under the index for Dale. 94 under the index for Sammy. He cruises through 1175 at 111 miles an hour. Bryce Grenier, Jane Braswell. Lady Jane here on the left-hand side. 350. Mouse motor, G-Stock automatic. 69 Camaro. Bryce Grenier with the later model. Chevrolet over down the right-hand side. Super Street to the lanes, please. Super Street. Need you to the lanes, please. Come on down. Super Street. 1066, 94 mile an hour lap. 1098, 119 for Jane. Jane's 101 under the index. Bryce Grenier at 58 under the index. Connor Statler comes rolling in his seat behind the wheel of Bobby Brandon's big block Camaro, the A-Stock automatic entry. Charlie Brubaker's Mopar, little 340 combination over here on the left-hand side. Again, Super Street, need you to lanes, please. Super Street to the lanes, 1090 cars, come on down. Jimmy Denham, that includes you, even though you go 1017. We'll give you an opportunity to adjust accordingly. Super Street and Jimmy Denham, we need you to lanes, please. Up for both jets as they leave the starting line. Baker's little 340 machine giving chase to the big block Camaro. 11 flat for Charlie Brubaker at 119 as he's 99 under the index. 1016 at $129 for Connor Statler. Connor 83 under the index. Sitting about number 32 or so right now in the field. Again, Super Street cars, need you to lanes, please. Super Street to the lanes. Rochelle T-Bear. K-Stock automatic for the runner out of Lewisburg, Kansas. Paul Candies over on the right-hand side. The Candies Family Motorsports operation. Got the Challenger hustling its way down track. 963 at 139 miles an hour. 96 under the index for PB, 1178, 111 for Rochelle. It's her hot rod. Makes some pretty good power going down the racetrack. Michael Bolrus, Wes Neely. Wes there on the right. Firebird out of Mississippi. Boris out of San Antonio, Texas. He goes cruising through 1102 at 118. It's good for 98 under the index. Nearly 1148 at 114. 81 undershot for him. Vern Buchanan and Justin Otto. Vern's got the 351 Mustang. Justin's got the big block Corvette. Auto currently qualified number 21. Buchanan qualified number 12. Qualify by how low you go compared to the index for your class. So albeit the Corvette's quicker at a 981 and 135. Vern qualifies better by going deeper against his index. 1112 at 103. For Buchanan's Ford, Bobby Brandon and Will Hale. Hale up on the Camaro right-hand side. That's the 83 edition. Bobby Brandon out of Bossier City here on the left. That's the 2015 edition. Don't forget, racers, if you want to sign up for the Gamblers race coming up later on this afternoon and evening, $40 entry fee. You need to see Miss Ivy over at the gate to pay your $40. 25 at 115, 99 under by Bobby. Hale goes 82 under with an 11:32 lap at 116 miles per. So strong run out of Bobby Brandon's machine. .003, albeit a perfect light. Just 3,000ths away from Parker. Goes through 12:04. 75 miles an hour, 11:89 for Laura K. Levatino. 106 mile an hour run. Lee Coleman comes rolling in alongside the early model Mercury wagon. Car out of the Dick Lux race stables. Problems earlier, did not get down the racetrack for the first qualifying shot for the wagon. Meanwhile, Coleman working his way through. B-stock automatic entry, 1034. 128 miles an hour, 90 under the index there. And the wagon cruises through, 1257 at 104. Samtech.edu entry of Charlie Ford up on the right-hand side. Like Charles driving Austin's car. Jimmy Hidalgo on the left, the country dog right down the road in Donaldsonville. One of Hidalgo's used cars. Dog off and running. Ford right alongside of him, the 428 Shelby there on the right, 1044 to 126, first run for Ford. Goes cruising through at 95 under, 1106, 104, 94 under for Mr. Hidalgo. Down at the other end of the racetrack, Billy Basham. Little Chevy Deuce comes rolling in next up on the right-hand side, the F stock automatic entry. Dempsey Pendarvis in the bad, you say, Challenger. Shut it off earlier. See if he legs it out a little bit further this time down track. 11:05 at 86 miles an hour, not really. 1097 at $1.17. Basham at 87 under. Dempsey had a second under still. Car's got more underneath the hood than what he's letting on. Ellis Booth and Jack Larson, a couple of Division 3 cars. Getting ready to pull in. Super Street. If you're not in the lanes yet, don't know where you are, you've been invited. Super Street, come on down. 428 cubic inches of big motored Ford and 140 cubic inches of little motored Ford. Larson cruises through 1079 at 121. Meanwhile, Ellis still getting there. Goes 1548 on an 86-mile-an-hour lap. Good for 91 under the index. That'll shuffle Ellis up a few notches. Jack stays solid with the B-Stock automatic Mustang at 45 under. Heather Park comes rolling in. First run for Heather in her 428 Shelby. Woody Gary up alongside. Woody's already been down track. He's at number 6 on the qualifying sheet currently. Been a while since we've seen Heather out on the track. Let's see how she does. First time against the tree. Blink, 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 go. That'll work. .428 Shelby and a .426 Challenger. Yeah. 1071, 101, 68 under for Heather. 999 for Woody Gary. Puts him a second under and some change. 133 miles per. Slate Cummings, Jerry Doty. Jerry got the front end of the Camaro a little bit higher up in the air earlier than what he may have wanted. Should have it tightened up a little bit now. Doty's got the Camaro there on the right-hand side. Slate Cummings at the wheel of the Mosier Engineering Corvette here in the left lane. Yep. Jerry got it tightened up a little bit. Now the Mosier Corvette's going to shut it off right about now. Yep. 74 miles an hour and 1133. Doty goes 1133 at a $1.16, 1135, excuse me, for Slate. Looking at all the different numbers there. John Duzak rolls in left-hand side. The Country Pup up on the right-hand side. Hidalgo Jr., a.k.a. Cooter. LS-powered Pontiac GTO. Duzak, though, his car's just way cool. 302 4-speed 67 Z28, 1044. 126 miles an hour, 1099 for Hidalgo on a 93-mile-an-hour lap. Ellis Booth up on the right-hand side, the LDYT. It's called the Little Damn Yellow Truck, which is PQ, pretty quick, all things considered. Meanwhile, here in the left lane, nice little 006 light. Goes through 1064 and 104 miles an hour. In Booth, 1587 on an 81-mile-an-hour lap to be 77 under the index. Super Street, you should be in the lanes. Super Street to the lanes, please. Yeah, it looks like we have leakage on the right-hand side. Eric Campolito at the wheel of his Chevy Caprice here in the left-hand lane. I think I inadvertently called that an Impala SS earlier. Slapped my hand and, well, called me speechless. Not a lot of difference between the two. Campolito going to work his way down track. Keith Bakey's has got, well, puddles. 1146 at 116 miles an hour. Puddles might be a good name for a cute little dog or something, but puddles underneath a race car on a racetrack, well, that's not a good thing. So for Keith, it'll be, well, back to the trailer, get it up on a lift and Going to be passing out chewing gum to everybody, and then when they all get it done, stick it in the respective slots. Try to plug the hole. Either that or a little JB Weld, one of the two. Super Street, need you to ladies, please. If you're not there yet, come on down. Super Street, 1090 cars. You too, Jimmy Denham. Sorry, Jimmy. You go 1017, you're going to get picked on. I'm sorry, it just happens. Don't forget the non-denominational chapel service. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Pitside grandstands underneath the canopy. Love to see your face in the place. And again, racers, don't forget the Gamblers Race coming up later on this afternoon and this evening. If you want to get entered into the Gamblers Race, $40 entry fee. You need to see Miss Ivy at the front gate. She will collect your funds and get you signed up for the Gamblers Race. And we will have Gamblers Race for stock and super stock. You'll be a combo. Gamblers Race for our super gas cars. Gamblers Race for Super Street. Gamblers Race for Super Comp. Of course, the Gamblers Race for Sportsman motorcycle. And I guess if the alcohol cars wanted to all pitch in, we could have the Gamblers Race for the alcohol cars. Yeah, Chicago style. That's a good call, Joey. That'd be fun. All the guys back in the alcohol pits going, no. Although there might be one or two of them back there that. Round number 1 of qualifying for Alcohol Dragster and Alcohol Funny Car will be coming up a little bit later on today, scheduled for 5 o'clock. But Gamblers Racers, if you want to partake of the Gamblers Races this evening or this afternoon and this evening, $40 entry fee. See Miss Ivy at the front gate. She will collect your funds and get you taken care of. Bojack, it's 12:15. It's like lunchtime.
I hear Mr. Don's cooking some fish. We probably gonna get some of that.
What all you got? What all they got over there in the concession stands?
You got some of those nitrous oxide nachos, a pile of jalapenos on, good old hamburgers, hot dogs, nitrous oxide nachos. Get on over to the concession stand, get you something to eat. Racers, go visit Mr. Don Garrison. They're over there cooking. I heard it was fried catfish.
Well, it is Lent.
It is Lent, that's correct.
Yep.
But Mr. Don always takes care of the racers and NHRA whenever you guys come down. Thank you guys for coming, but he's certainly here and being hospitable, and all of that group is over there cooking to make sure that we're not running around with empty stomachs. So thank you, Mr. Don and Garrison Construction.
And racers, don't forget, swing by the draw booth. See Miss Sarah and everybody at the draw booth for your run sheets, your qualifying sheets, your new draw shirts. They are available for you here this weekend, the new shirts, black t-shirts, draw t-shirts. I understand new Division 4 shirts going to be available for us at Houston in a couple of weeks. So we'll get you squared away and taken care of, but everybody that's in need and everybody wants to have their qualifying sheets, their run sheets. Certainly stop by the draw booth and they'll get you taken care of.
Okay, doing a little house cleaning, a little track prep. Say hello to my good friend Rick Legault down there. That's a good sign. I'm hearing horsepower. If you guys worked up an appetite, please visit the concession stands. Hamburgers, hot dogs, nitrous oxide nachos. As Bob's coming back, and I'll let him finish the category.
Sheila May, Sheila Holt, chick with a stick, Lupe Tortilla, 4-speed, 327. Chevy 2. Britt Cummings, who had problems earlier, wasn't able to get the Corvette off the racetrack without a little bit of assistance down at the other end. Let's see if he can do a little bit better this time around. So be Britt on the right, Sheila May here on the left. The Fleet O race cars out of Stan and Sheila Holt's race stables. Britt will be off the throttle about the 1,000-foot mark. Sheila May should have her foot firmly planted for all 1,320 feet. See, Britt's on the brakes. Sheila goes through 10:49 at 126. That's a good second under run. 11:44 by Britt, 72 miles an hour, shutting it off early as we prognosticated. Hollingsworth, Latino, C5 Corvette, David at the wheel, comes rolling in next there on the left-hand side, and Brandon Bakey's out of the School of Automotive Machinists. 455 cubic inch, 72 edition Oldsmobile. There on the right-hand side. Brandon against the 12 flat index, 1140 index for David. C-stock automatic Corvette. Latino with an 1170 at only 65 miles an hour. 1109 by Bakey's, though. He kept the foot firmly to the floor. The 90 underlap for him at 118 miles an hour. And last but not least, B and C of the Emmons triplets. A is watching. That'd be Terry Allen. Jerry Bob there on the right-hand side. Gary on the left. Jerry would be B. Gary would be C. Gary's the baby of the triplets. Emmons at the wheel is Cobra. Gary at the wheel of a big block Camaro. First lap down track for both of them. Gary's off the throttle. He shuts it off to a 1046. 1058, both of them just a little over 90 miles an hour. Both of them shut it off before they got all the way to the other end of the racetrack. Super Street getting ready to roll up next. Sportsman Motorcycle going to need you back to the lane. Super Comp, get them ready. Sportsman Motorcycle to the lane. Super Street getting ready to roll in. Bojack's going to tell you all about the 1090 cars this time around. And I'll be back for Super Comp.
There you go, Bob. Go get you something to eat. It's getting close to the lunchtime. Great time to go pick up a hamburger. So Jimmy Denham's going to be over on the right side from Collinsville, Oklahoma. I'll take on Billy Ray Johnson here from Broussard. Sportsman Motorcycle. Need you guys in the lanes, please. Make them ready. Sportsman Motorcycle. Also, I'd like to remind you, Gamblers Race tonight, $40. Go see Ivy at the main gate, please. Pick up your entry card or tech card for the Gamblers Race tonight, $40. at the main gate. Jimmy Denham, Billy Ray Johnson. Billy Ray's first generation Camaro goes out the back door 1064, 121 miles per hour. Jimmy Denham goes 1083, 131 miles per hour. Mike Elkins, Beach City, Texas, in the left lanes. 68-year model Camaro takes on a 1970-year model Ford Torino, 632 cubic inch, out of Claude, Texas, Jim Burrell. Ford machine in the right side, bow tie over here in the left lane. Reaction times displayed top end of the racetrack. So Mike Elkins going to go 1086, 142 miles per hour. Ford Torino 1092, 155 miles per hour. Looking for the magic number here, 1090. 1090, 5/10 Pro Tree. 1090. That's what's displayed top end of the racetrack. That's the magic number in the category. Super Street. Van Wert's going to be up next. So, 1969-year model F-body Chevrolet at the right side from Montgomery, Texas. Dennis Harrelson takes on Jerry Spoor from Van Wert, Ohio. Little 64 Ford with a 460 cubic inch power plant. Oguero, Ohio. Lots of zeros in reaction time. Dennis is 00 out of the gate. Little 69 Camaro is going to go 1087 at 126 miles per hour. For the Ford machine, how about 1090 with an 8 out the back gate at 147 miles per hour. Dead on the money, honey. 1090 goes 1090 with an 8. Nice reaction time. Dale Hall is going to be up next against Derek and Butch Thibodeau from Thibodeau. Pontiac against a Camaro. Dale Hall, 012 reaction time, goes 1092, 146 miles per hour. Derek Thibodeau, 1093 at 145 miles per hour. Right around lunchtime, so you guys visit the concession stands for me, please. As Clint Costello gets ready to go up against Joey Crum. Cram from Santa Fe, Texas. Yeah, lots of zeros for reaction time. Pasadena, Texas, a little pickup, a 1954 Ford machine with a big block Chevy power plant. Goes 1094 out the back door, 138 miles per hour. Clint Costello. Left lane for Joey. How about 11 flat at 150? Chris Hoosiers gets ready to run Jamie Garrison. Chris Hoosier from Rain, Louisiana, the right side. Jamie Garrison in the left lane. Self-employed business owner. Jamie's not quite green here. He'll stop the clock 1089 with a 5, 133 miles per hour. For Chris Hoosier, little J-body Chevrolet goes 1093, 142 miles per hour. Get ready to Pontiac lovers. That Pontiac GTO. I do see the door open there for the fuel shed. So if you guys need high octane racing fuel, get over there and get some while the door's open. As Glenn Knapp gets ready to run Jason Hennessy, Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Glenn Knapp right here out of great state capital of Louisiana, Baton Rouge. 10.91 for the Ford machine. Pontiac's going to go 10.93 out the back door at 154 miles per hour. Donnie Torres from LaPlace takes on Ray and Cindy Dew. Ray Dew from League City, Texas. .10.88 for Ray Dew, 146 miles per hour. Donnie Torres is going to go 10.89, 148 miles per hour. Brandon Pollard and Landon Neely. Neely from Florence, Mississippi, neighboring state here in the little Chevrolet, 66-year model with a small block. Pollard, 1977 Ford Mustang, 514 cubic inch. Little Mustang 2. Reaction times displayed top end. Not quite green in the left, goes 10.62 for the Ford machine. Landon Neely's going to go 0.17 in the reaction time department. He's going to go 10.91, 135 miles per hour. Sportsman motorcycles. You guys are going to go behind this category, so put a call out for you. Sportsman motorcycle, make them ready for your second qualifying session here. Brian Sadlin, Baytown, Texas. Left lane Camaro. Chase Huffman from Waxahachie, Texas. First gen Camaros, 69-year model. Huffman's 0.23 reaction time across the stripe, 10.87, 146 miles per hour. For Brian Sandlin, how about 10.90 with a 2 and a 7/1000ths package, 0.05 reaction time. William Hughes is going to take on Wendell Shelton. Shelton with a little 66 Chevy too. William Hughes from Tyler, Texas. 10.81, 140 miles per hour. For Wendell Shelton, 10.92, 155 miles per hour. Sportsman motorcycle. You guys should be there. Jesse McKnight and Christopher Presley. McKnight's in the right. Presley's in the left lane out of Longview, Texas. Christopher Presley goes 10.70, 135 for the mile per hour. Jesse McKnight 10.91, one over the magic number, 10.91 at 130 miles per hour. John Liebel from Tomball, Texas, takes on Chris Carlson from Azle, Texas. Motorcycles should be there. Off and running, clean and green. Chris is out front. Nice reaction time. Crosses the stripe, 10.84, 150 miles per hour. John Liebel, how about 10.95, 153 miles per hour. Beautiful 1955 or 57 Chevrolet with a small block here for James Presley out of Longview, Texas. Take on Austin Claiborne in a first gen Camaro. And there goes the 57. Across the stripe first. How about 10.82, 127 miles per hour for James Presley. Austin's 001 out of the gate, and he'll go 10.77, 159 miles per hour. Kent Height, Copper Canyon, Texas, 73 Gremlin. Takes on Brittany DeVore here from Blanchard, Oklahoma. She's going to be in the right. A little small block Chevy. It's a 99 year model. Actually, it's a GMC Canyon. And then here comes a little Gremlin. Not quite green. Will go 10.82. Too quick on both ends. 132 miles per hour for young Brittany. She's going to go 10.89 at 133 miles per hour. Last and final call for the Sportsman motorcycle. All you guys should be there. It's a second qualifying session here. Build a ladder based off of reaction times. Motorcycles. Hayden Brown from New Orleans. We're going to take on Jared Ross from Longview, Texas. 48 Anglia. And a 1969 year model F-body Chevrolet. Off throttle stop. Start making some power. Hard charge to the top end. 10.90 for Hayden. 10.90 with a 6, 135 miles per hour. Jared Ross is going to go 10.95, 153 miles per hour. .4138, 4273 is the competition numbers. Michael Hancock's going to be on the right side in Longview, Texas. Tension in the pits. Tension in the pits. I'll take Super Comp to the lanes, please. Super Comp. Super Comp to the lanes, please. You'll go behind Sportsman motorcycle here. As Michael Hancock goes 10.64 out the back door. The left lane 10.79. 150 plus miles per hour. Val Harmon's getting ready against Van Johnson. 69 Chevelle. 582 cubic inch. Beautiful 69 Chevrolet. Chevelle Malibu. Val Harmon's 67 Chevy 2. 540 cubic inch. Super Comp. Super Comp. You'll go behind Sportsman motorcycles. This will be your second time trial session. Super Comp. Lots of zeros in reaction time department. For Van Johnson, it's 10.94 out the back door, 151 miles per hour. Val Harmon, 026 on the green side, goes 10.81 at 154 miles per hour. Morgan Speranza, Hoda, 69 Camaro. She's going to be in the ride. Curtis Mesick, Folsom in the left lane. Chevy 2. Left lane 10.90 with a 9, 133 miles per hour. For young Morgan here, how about 10.87, 150 miles per hour. Boudreaux, David Boudreaux from Gonzales. 69 Ford Mustang takes on number 45, 67 Camaro. Lots of zeros in each lane for the reaction time departments. David's not quite green. His Ford machine will go 10.87 at 138 miles per hour. Camaro 006 out of the gate goes 10.85, 153 miles per hour. I hear motorcycles down at the ready line. Super comp, don't miss the call, super comp. Guys need some high octane racing fuel. The fuel shed's open. Concession stand's open. Just about time for a good old hamburger. Robert Sanders from Cypress, Texas, going to be in the left lane, first pair. Takes on Derek Dorey from Kingwood, Texas. Derek's going to be in the right side. Kawasaki machine in the right lanes, 2003 year model. This is all Suzuki power over here on the left side. Nice little tailwind. Robert Sanders, Derek Dorey. Once again, build the ladder based off of reaction times here. Dorey's 008 out of the gate. He'll go 8.65, 151 miles per hour. Robert Sanders not quite green. How about 8.79, 147 miles per hour. So 8.65 crosses first in the right, 8.79 in the left for the first pair. Second session at Sportsman Motorcycles. William Keel from San Antonio, Texas, takes on Dave Gautreaux from River Ridge. Dave's in the left, Williams in the right. Left lane first, 8.73 for Dave Gautreaux, 8.73 at 152 miles per hour. William Keel from San Antonio goes 9.16, 143 miles per hour. Once again, Gambler's Race offered to everyone tonight. $40. Go see Ivy at the main gate, please. Ricky K and Brenda K. She's going to be in the right, he's in the left. Clean and green, nice reaction times. Brenda K is going to go 8.55, first to the stripe, 152 miles per hour. She's 8.55, he's 8.96, 145 miles per hour. Super Comp making their way towards the head of the lanes. Super Comp. Thank you guys for coming. 8.90, Super Comp. Patrick Roito from Wichita, Kansas takes on John Fitzpatrick, also from Wichita, Kansas. And an 8.19, 158 miles per hour for John. Patrick's going to go 8.51, 159 miles per hour. Tony Davis, Houston, Texas, in the green machine there. Looks like a Suzuki Hayabusa. Takes on Brian Sanders, his 2007 Suzuki. Competition number 426. Sanders in the right, Davis in the left. Their second look at the racetrack here. Nice and straight, right on out the back gate. Brian Sanders first, 819, 158 miles per hour. For Tony Davis from Houston, Texas, 906, 143 miles per hour. 819 to the right, 906 in the left. Dwayne Lansing from Wiley, Texas, takes on Romero Power Sports sponsor Dean LeBlanc. His 2009 Kawasaki. Kawasaki in the right, 92 Suzuki in the left. Ready, set, here we go. And off and running, green in the left, not quite green in the right. Dean LeBlanc's going to go 908 out the back gate, 147 miles per hour. And Dwayne 887, 144 miles per hour. I'll see him out there looking at the equipment. May want to do just a little bit of touch up here to the racetrack. If you don't mind, give us a few minutes. Great opportunity to visit the concession stand, get something to eat. Good old order of French fries with a whole bunch of ketchup and salt and pepper on top. What does that sound like? That's going to round out the category, the Sportsman motorcycle, two-wheel category. Just about to warm up enough where you can take your jacket off now. The wind had laid out. It'd be a beautiful, beautiful day. Tomorrow's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, just like today. A little piece of paper down there on the top end, about 200 feet past the finish line on the left side, so we'll go get that. Stefan's getting ready to put down a little bit of sticky stuff as we get ready to run the Super Comp category, 890, 4/10 Pro Tree. Once again, Gamblers Race tonight. While it's nice and quiet, for those of you scratching your head and you're thinking about it, go ahead. Make the commitment. It's $40. Go see Ivy at the main gate, please. She's patiently waiting with your tech card in her hand. $40 to let you play the Gamblers Race tonight. That's over at the main gate. Go see Ivy at the main gate. That's where they're selling those tech cards. Once again, if you're fortunate enough to spend the weekend with us here at No Problem Raceway, hello and welcome. If you're a first-time visitor, there will be a chapel service, a non-denominational chapel service in the morning at 8 o'clock under the covered grandstands. That's the Martha Garrison grandstands right there on the pit side. That's Saturday and Sunday. Both service begin at 8 o'clock. hats off to the No Problem Raceway staff here working frantically in the last couple of weeks, and it really shows. These guys put these scoreboards up. First time I seen that on the internet, it looked like aliens landing at the top end. I just thought that was just as cool as all get out. And then whenever I got here yesterday, of course the sun was down, and as I come around the corner, I could see the green glow, so to speak, at the top end of the racetrack. I knew that you guys done a good job there putting those scoreboards up, working hard. '89.5 is the radio station. If you're out there parked in between the speakers and you can't hear me, FM radio station 89.5. Nice little field of Sportsman motorcycles, 8 and 9 second machines. For the majority of them. Fuel shed's open. If you need the high-octane racing fuel, get over there and get some while I see it open. If I'm fortunate enough to have the mic and I see that open, each opportunity, for those of you that are parked in the back, if I see it open, I'll certainly let you know. Once again, the concession stands are open. And visit the draw booth while you're over in that area. Those guys and gals have the new T-shirts. Heard Miss Sarah talking about them earlier, so you may want to slip over there and give some money to a great cause there. The draw booth. And just a couple of minutes away here from getting started with the second session of the 890 cars. There comes the sweet sound of horsepower. Okay, here comes the lovely category of Super Comp 890 4/10 Pro Tree. And once again, the majority of them is going to be long wheelbase rear engine machines. Maybe a few door cars and roadsters, buggies. They're not all dragsters. Jim Jones from Lake Charles, the left lane 495B for a competition number. And the wing dragster takes on Steve Payu from Plantersville, Texas. 2009 Mullis chassis. It's a Jim and Steve show here. First pair in the second time trial session. Trying to see what the racetrack offers in the way of information and data. A little bit of a tailwind, close to the 60-something degrees. Jim Jones. Taking it to 809, 183 miles per hour. And the right side for Steve, 905. 171 miles per hour. Michael Hedger takes on John Warren. Warren from Pearland, Texas. 2011 undercover chassis. It's a 2018 Danny Nelson machine. Green lights come on, and guy's going to make a hard charge here. Off a throttle stop. Thinking 890, 890. How about an 878 from Michael? 169 miles per hour. John Warren's going to go 888s out the back gate. 166 miles per hour. Attention in the pits, top dragster. Scoggin Dickey Race Shop, top dragster. To the lanes, please. Top dragster. Patrick Callahan and Michael Bailey's going to be up next. Patrick's in the left, Michael Bailey in the right from Midlothian, Texas. Starter runs out there and says somebody has fully staged, and he's going to want courtesy staging. So Patrick, if you don't mind, in the gate again, please. Patrick Callahan, Michael Bailey. Light one bulb, wait on your opponent. Triple eights out the back gate for Patrick here, 158 miles per hour. Michael Bailey's going to go 880, 178 miles per hour. Both of them green light starts. Keisha Moline from Waxahachie, Texas, 2008 Miller chassis, takes on Bad Brad Core from Crowley. His 2015 year model rear engine machine. And a young school teacher, how about 888s out the back gate, 174 miles per hour. Brad Core, real estate agent from Crowley, goes 883, 178 miles per hour. Cole Cummings going to be up next against Patrick Millett. Pre-staged. Patrick goes in first. Here comes Cole. Ever so gently. Shallow stage. On the throttle. Off the brake. And the green lights come on. Each lane. Cole Cummings. Nice reaction time. 8:79 at 183. Patrick Millett. Nice reaction time. 8:87, 169 miles per hour. 8:79 on the left, 8:87 in the right. Terry Pollard up next on the left side. Competition number 454 takes on Steve Collier, 4934 from Benton, Louisiana. Montgomery, Texas is where Terry Pollard's from. 2012 American chassis. Collier with a wing dragster. That's a 2006 year model. And Mr. Starter sees something that he don't like. We're going to go down there and check it out. There may be something at the top end of the racetrack. Give him just a minute to do what he does best. We're going to keep it safe and fun for everyone here. And you see something blowing around. So it may just be a little old hot dog wrapper or something, but that's just enough to make someone abort a run and throw their time slip out the window. So that's a good call. It takes about 10 seconds to go down there and collect the debris. So once again, thanks for your patience here. Steve Collier and Terry Pollard. Mr. Starter says thanks. He's done what it is that he needs to do and give the racetrack back to the racers. Pre-staged. Collier's in first. Here comes Terry. Red light on the left side. Not quite green, let me call it that. Negative 003 goes 899 at 185 miles per hour for Pollard Racing out of Montgomery. Steve Collier, how about 892, 184 miles per hour. He's 013 out of the gate at 4/10 Pro Tree. Jake Levatino is going to be up next. Multicolored machine from Laplace. Takes on Rick Legault. Rico. 892 for Rick. How about 182 miles per hour? A nice reaction time. Levatino's going to go 9 flat, 176 miles per hour as we get ready for Lonnie Thibodeau and Coy Collier. Lonnie's going to be on the right side, 32 Bantam Roadster there. That's a small block bow tie machine. Takes on Coy Collier's big block rear engine winged dragsters, a 2007 year model. $32-year model in the right side for the Roadster, 2007-year model for the rear engine wing dragster. Both of them thinking 890. Small block against a big block. The little motor's in the right side. Lonnie Thibodeau, top end of the racetrack, 858, goes out the back gate, 155 miles per hour. Coy Collier, 896, a little closer